Hi, it's your old pal Life the Impaler. Hey, say hi to your mom for me. This is going to be my Coin Hunt World User Vault video. Why the user vaults are important, how to build them, and strategies for where to place them. Now, if you've just downloaded Coin Hunt World and you have no idea what I'm talking about, have a look at this video. This is my getting started video for Coin Hunt World, and it covers all the stuff that you're going to encounter in the first day or two of playing the game. And if you're just thinking about playing Coin Hunt World and you want to learn more about it, or you want to know whether or not it's a scam, you might want to watch this video, which is my introduction and overview to Coin Hunt World. With that out of the way, let's get started. So, what are user vaults? Well, this is what a user vault looks like, and this is what a standard vault looks like. You can see the difference. The user vault is nice and tall, and the standard vault is boring and dull. For the moment, all user vaults are blue, but the developers have been teasing that someday we'll be allowed to build green ones, yellow ones, and who knows what else. Why are user vaults important? Well, there's a couple of reasons. User vaults give out the same amount of cryptocurrency as regular vaults, but user vaults have a much higher probability of dropping resources and other keys, and that is extremely attractive to other players. If you're not sure what resources are, check the link in the description down below. That will take you to an index of my videos, and you can watch the video about resources, blueprints, and cubies. Each player gets 10 user vaults, and I'll go into strategies about where to place them in a minute. User vaults are important to you for a couple of reasons. One, they give you a 5% return on visits to your user vault. So for every 20 players that visit your vault and answer a trivia question correctly or even incorrectly, you get 1 blue key. Also, every time someone answers a trivia question correctly at your vault, you get 1 leaderboard point. How to place a user vault. The first thing you need to do is go into your headquarters and hit the User Vault Management tab. That's going to bring you to the list of your 10 user vaults. Again, the User Vault Management tab is located in your headquarters, which means you need to be on or near your headquarters in order to access it. If you decide to do this while you're at work or someplace else, you're out of luck. Here's what your user vaults are going to look like. They're all locked, and to unlock them, you're going to need 1 green key per user vault. To unlock a user vault, go into your User Vault Management tab inside your headquarters. You'll see a list of all 10 of your user vaults. Tap one of them, and on the next screen, you'll see a green key at the bottom and a lock at the top. Tap that green key, drag it up, and release it into the lock, and poof! You've unlocked that user vault. Now when you back out and look at the summary of your user vaults, the one that you just unlocked will have a status of Start. Now that user vault is ready to be placed. Probably going to be a while before you have 10 green keys. Don't worry about it. You can unlock your user vaults as you collect the green keys. You don't need to do it all at once. That said, placing your user vaults is probably going to be one of your top priorities when you start playing the game. The other priority is, of course, going around and unlocking vaults and answering trivia questions to get the cryptocurrency. So it's entirely up to you how you want to prioritize this. You can unlock all your user vaults at once and then get started on that, or you can strike a nice balance between unlocking your user vaults and going around and answering trivia questions to earn cryptocurrency. It's entirely up to you. Once you've unlocked a user vault or user vaults, you'll notice that a green little keyhole has appeared in the upper left-hand side of your player screen. So that's the button you're going to hit when you want to place your user vault. Before you get your heart set on the perfect user vault spot, keep in mind that all user vaults need to be at least 50 meters from a key drop and 100 meters from any other vault. If you try to place your user vaults in an area that's too close to one of these things, the game will let you know. Assuming you haven't placed your user vault too close to a key or another user vault, the first screen you see will put the GPS coordinates of your proposed user vault, and then you want to hit that next button. Screen, you'll be prompted to take a real-world photo of the site of your proposed user vault. Now, I'm told if these photos aren't very good or they're taken at night, the developers might reject your user vault site, so make sure this photo doesn't suck. After you hit the upload button, the next screen will ask for some information about the site. You'll need to give a name to that user vault, and that's a name that only you can see. Select 3 applicable categories about that site, then hit the I acknowledge checkbox there, and then confirm. Take up to 72 hours for the developers to approve your proposed user vault site, but it's usually less than 24 hours. Whether the developers decide to approve or reject your proposed user vault site, there's going to be a little wiggling envelope in the upper right-hand corner of your game screen to let you know that they've sent you a message. Go into your headquarters and check your mail to find out whether or not that user vault site has been approved or rejected. If your user vault was rejected, you need to go into your headquarters and into your user vault management tab. Select the user vault that was rejected, hit hit the destroy button, and then back out and you can try again. You don't need to unlock it with another green key, you're just ready to go with a new site. User vaults need to be placed at sites that have some kind of significance. This can be a historic site, a tourist attraction, or some district that has lots of entertainment, food, or whatnot. In other words, if you try to place your user vault at the dentist's office or your favorite liquor store, it's probably going to get rejected. Likewise, the game developers are discouraging people from placing their user vaults near police stations, fire stations, hospitals, or schools. Hopefully, as the game's player base grows, these restrictions will be removed, but for the moment, you're going to have to choose your sites carefully. While you're waiting for your user vault to be approved, the game is going to place a little yellow flag there. That little yellow flag there is just a placeholder, so nobody else comes along and hijacks your location. Once the developers approve your user vault location, that little yellow flag is going to turn into a cubiedozers. And this is what a cubiedozers looks like. Now it's time to feed that cubiedozers. You're going to need to put 10,000 resin into that cubiedozers to turn it from a cubiedozers into a user vault. And yes, that means you're going to need a grand total of 100,000 resin to set up all 10 of your user vaults. To feed resin into the cubiedozers, just access the dozer and you're going to see a sea of gray resin pucks up above and your little collection of resin down below. Every time you tap and drag a puck, it's going to feed 100 resin into the cubiedozers, which means you're going to have to tap and drag 100 times to fill that cubiedozers. Yeah, it's a little tedious. Players might come along and dump some of their resin into your cubiedozers. They do this because they earn leaderboard points for doing so. Or maybe they're just nice. Once you and or other players have filled that cubiedozers with 10,000 resin, the cubiedozers will start doing this little back and forth thingy like it's working. That lasts for about an hour. After that, your user vault is active and ready to be used by you and other players. Doing this, don't forget to update the coin hunt map with your cubiedozers and or your new user vault. If you change your mind about the placement of that user vault, you do have some options. If it's still a yellow flag when you change your mind, it's really easy to just go into your user vault's management tab and destroy that yellow flag and place the flag somewhere else. Unfortunately, if you decide to move that user vault while it's still a cubiedozers, you can't. You're going to have to wait until it's completely full of 10,000 resin, then you can destroy it, and then you can place it in a new place, and you're going to have to start over feeding 10,000 resin into that cubiedozers. Now for what you've all been waiting for, where to place your user vaults. There are a couple schools of thought about where to place your user vaults, but ultimately your user vault placement is going to be entirely situational. We'll start with the cluster method, which you can see has been done quite well here. That's where you place your user vaults in a cluster, or better yet, place your user vaults next to an existing cluster and make that cluster even bigger. The bigger the cluster, the more attractive it's going to be for players, and that's good for you. Of course, ideally, you would like to place your user vaults in a popular part of the city in or next to an existing cluster. That's the double whammy of maximum visitors for your user vault. All that said, you probably want your user vault someplace that's convenient for you. So if you don't live near a popular part of the city or near any other clusters of user vaults, you might want to consider starting your own cluster of user vaults. That means anytime you have 20 minutes, you can run out, take a quick spin around to get some crypto and resources, and then be home in time for dinner. I've said this before and I'll say it again, you definitely want to get on your local Discord server so that you can connect with other players and find out where their user vaults are and maybe even coordinate a new cluster of user vaults with other people. One last note about placing your user vaults. The game will allow you to place your user vault closer than 100 meters to a standard game vault, but when you do that, your user vault will destroy the standard vault, and you don't want to do that. That just means there's less crypto for you and everybody else to earn. Destroying those game vaults is very frowned upon, and you'll probably get a stinky side eye from other players if you do that. And that's pretty much everything you need to know about Coin Hunt World user vaults. If you're unclear about anything, feel free to leave a comment below and I'll try to answer it, or you can go to the Coin Hunt World wiki and try to find the answer there. Thanks for watching, and I will see you out in the real world.